off now. So very quickly again, my name is Adeolu Akiemi. I want to welcome every guest in the house today. I'll be leading this conversation and introducing us to the person who will take it on from here. So very quickly, there are a few companies behind this opportunity, and the various companies play different roles. We have a company called the Green Mondays, whose role is to ensure that these amazing healthcare products and natural wellness products are distributed around the world. So Green Mondays sits upon the distribution model and the distribution system that ensures that the product goes around the world. We have another company called Marvel Natural Products. It's a partner in this enterprise. It's a company that makes and manufactures these products, these natural products that the wonders have been going around the world. And we all know that 80% of societies, even in developed nations, like the UK and those kind of places, a very significant percentage of people use herbal natural remedies. Now, because this is something that is strong, the reason why it's not thriving or that big in Nigeria is because the people who are driving it in Nigeria, the products that we have on the shelf are moving around, are either not safe, either not quality, or there's no way to measure the efficacy. For what we have here for Marvel Natural Products, we have ISO certification, so safety guaranteed, quality guaranteed, and we have preclinical trials and clinical trials that show us that these things are empirical and they've been measured and they indeed live to the fullness of their claims, of the things that people have testified that they have done. So today we have Green Mondays, we have Marvel Natural Products. We also have Avenues to Wealth. Avenues to Wealth is a company behind the technology of how networks marketing systems run. They're the ones that developed the systems that ensures that this can run well, basically combining models from unilevel, from binary, from matrix, all the exciting models we have ever experienced from different places, combining together in a very interesting and unique way. And also is the platform that connects other agency opportunities as well and makes this Green Mondays truly avenues to wealth. And then the fourth company you have there is Ven2N, which is basically an app on your phone, iOS or Android, that allows you to be able to send credit to people for data, for mobile phone, for DSTV, for PHCN, for a variety of bills payments, and allows you to earn while you vend. So you vend and then you earn. Now, these four companies are the ones coming together to say, you know what, we're going to achieve great things together. Let's pull our energies together and do this. And I tell people, our greatest achievements as human beings only come when we collaborate together to drive things. It's when we collaborate with others that we're able to achieve our most significant value. So if the companies are coming together, the individuals are need to come together as well. The leading company creating this platform and program today is Green Mondays. And the goal, the mission of Green Mondays is to inspire you, to connect you and empower you to achieve your dreams. And the platform that we use to do that allows you to connect with other people, allows you to be inspired by their results, by the things they've done, and allows you to be empowered with health, with wellness, and wealth in making sure that I can achieve this. So very quickly, I will take the conversation to the products. What we have done with the products and what we have seen is that across the world, not Nigeria alone, people are battling with health challenges that have become lifestyle issues. People are battling with health challenges that range from lifestyle challenges to, to short-term issues. The testimonies on prostrate is amazing. The testimonies on infertility is mind-blowing. The testimonies on infections and clearing infections is exciting. On cancer, skin cancer, melanoma, breast cancer is, there are so many testimonies on diabetes, on high blood pressure. We have solution packs for each of these maladies. We have a general well-being pack. If I ask a random question in the house today and I say, how many people have done a full medical checkup in the last 1 year? So what I'd like you to type in that chat box for me is the last time. How many years ago did you last do a full body checkup? When was the last time you checked your kidneys, your liver, your brain, your heart? When was the last time you did a full comprehensive medical checkup? Write the number in the chat box. If it was 1 year ago, write 1. If it was 2 years ago, write 2. If it was 3 years ago, write 3. If you cannot remember, okay, type in that window there and put yay. Put yay in that window there. Put yay. Okay, you did a full medical checkup. Very good. I can see somebody wrote 6 months. I can see somebody wrote 1 year. I can see another person wrote 1 year. I want to ask you, how much did it cost you? I've not done before. Okay, good. Thank you very much for that as well. Please put your number of years there. How many years ago did you do a full medical checkup? And how much did it cost you? One of the problems we have in this side of the world is people suddenly die. They fall down and die, and nobody knows why they died. They say it's an arrow from the village. And the reason why they fall down and die is because there have been issues, but they are not proactive about those issues. Many of us have the opportunity of either working from nutrition, or working from prevention, or working from intervention. And unfortunately, many of us, because our nutrition is whacked, the average meal already has enough calories that is required for you to have in a day. Just one meal has it. And then because we are not eating right, we're not even doing enough to prevent, we're not taking sufficient supplements, we're not doing a variety of things, and then all of us are averagely only waiting for interventions to begin to run around, by which time it is expensive. Yesterday, I was in a pastor's meeting, and one pastor was sharing with us that they lost someone because the person didn't know what was going on. They went to the hospital to check the person's oxygen, and the person's oxygen had gotten as low as 30%. Now, this is something that shouldn't go below 95% before you check into an isolation center. It had gone as low as 30%. He didn't know, and of course, they tried to do all they could, but they lost him. Ladies and gentlemen, people are dying of reasons that they don't know. People have called normal what is not normal. If you're an elderly person in the house, or you have someone who has some level of incontinence, is going to the toilet about 4 times in the middle of the night, you need to pay attention to what's going on. If you are here and you know someone and there's a challenge that's going on that is making them not function, in their fullest capacities, there are hormonal issues, there's pain that is lingering and has been there for long, a variety of things, there are solution packs that take care of this. And I tell people, if you know an elderly person, if you are related to an elderly person, if you know somebody who has high blood pressure, if you know somebody who has diabetes, if you know somebody who has body pains and arthritis, if you know somebody who needs to be generally well, somebody who needs to boost their immunity, somebody who needs to, ensure that they're living right, they're feeling well, somebody you love and you want to live long. If you know anybody like that, type in that chat window for me, yes. Okay. And of course, all of us know people like that. And I want to show you a way. We have amazing solutions that you can use to help and support these people to live phenomenal and exciting lives. We have what you can use to support them. And guess what? Beyond that, we have an opportunity for you to be able to spread this love far and wide, empower people in making sure that they can live well and healthy. And beyond that, you also have the opportunity to be empowered in doing the same. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to act upon my question before we go to the next phase. If you know someone who has any of these challenges, you know a number of people that have any of these lifestyle challenges, body pains, high blood pressure, diabetes, who need to boost their immunity, type yes. Let me know you can hear me in that chat box. Type yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Morenike. Anybody else? Type yes. You know people like that. Now, reality is, we all know people like that. We all know people who, one way or the other, who we are linked to, who want to make a difference in their life. Some of us still have our parents alive, okay? And we know what the conversations are like when we have those conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how much you're sending home, if they fall ill and you need to intervene, then you need to spend a lot more money. But if you are proactive and you're taking steps to ensure that their nutrition is right, you're ensuring that they're taking supplements, they're taking the right meals, and you ensure that all of this is going on in order, guess what? You can have those beautiful people around you for much longer. You can contribute some value to that friend of yours who you know has diabetes, who you know has high blood pressure. You can add value, and it doesn't matter whether they believe or not. We have enough testimonies to convince the person who doesn't believe that this works. We have January testimonies, we have December testimonies, we have November, we have October, we have a stack every month of the direct feedback that people are giving based on what is happening on this product. We have all of those things that have been shared that people can get involved with. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. This is real. And guess what? Not only can you participate in people's wellness, you can also do it in a way that is sustainable and allows you to hear thank yous and in amazing ways from people, and at the same time allows you to make a difference even in their empowerment as well. So very quickly today, I'm going to be introducing our speaker today, who will take it from testimonies forward and take it to share with us some of the things that this product has done, and then share with us how you can plug in with the solution packs, how you can plug in with the VIP packs, how you can come in at a good level, participate in this, and make a difference in the communities around you. And when we are done, one of the things I would like you to hold in your mind is that the reason why you're here is because someone did not keep quiet. Someone decided to share this with you and make you a part of this journey. And many of us are blessed this way. We didn't get involved in this because it dropped from the sky. We got involved because somebody cared to tell us. And there are amazing things we're looking forward to on the back of this opportunity. So very quickly today, I'm going to introduce Dr. Funmi Aino. Please help me give it up for her. If you want to clap in the chat box, how I want you to clap is just type 222222222. And let's give her a rousing ovation as I welcome her up the podium. Dr. Funmi Aino, over to you.
Oh, thank you, CM. Good evening, everyone. I trust our day has gone great. It's a privilege for me to take the conversation further on something I'm quite excited and passionate about. You know, CM has talked about, the company. He talked about, the product, the solution part, but there's something I want to say before we move ahead. Just like what he was saying about being proactive about your health, it reminds me of a saying of one of my mentors in the child health world, one of the professors that mentored me. He had something called the upstream and downstream phenomenon. And you see, this phenomenon, he talks about people, when we doctors, when we see people in the hospital, they're sick, they're already down, they're downstream, and we're picking them up out of the stream so that they do not drown. But the question is, something has happened to them to put them in the stream up there, up the stream. And so what is it that will prevent you from entering the stream upstream and going down the stream and have to be rescued before you die? And that is prevention. There's prevention, there's promotion, there are different levels of prevention. Just like CM said, it starts from the primary prevention, nutrition, things like immunization, and then things you do. And our products, our product packs are also part of the primary prevention. They also help even when you're down in the stream and you're ready to be pulled out. But who wants to get down in the stream before they're pulled out? Who doesn't want to prevent getting into the stream and having the risk of drowning? I'm sure we all do. And I'm talking about this because maybe there's some of us here who feel, I'm sure nobody can say they don't know anybody who has diabetes, hypertension, even aging itself, back pain, arthritis. But maybe some of us are thinking, I don't have any of these conditions. Well, you still need to pay attention. You still need to prevent. And so we have an amazing range of products manufactured by Marvel Natural Products PLC. And as we move on in this conversation, I would like to call for a few people here. I know we have a lot of distributors here, and I'm sure many of us have experienced some testimonies. So I'd like one or two people to share testimonies. If you have a testimony to share about something that the product has done for you or somebody who is close to you, kindly put up your hand or write in the chat box so that I can call you to share, because we have a lot of guests in the house and it'll be great for them to know exactly what the products have been doing in the lives of people. So can I have anybody? Is there anybody who would like to share? If you would like to share, you can either put up your hand or drop a note in the chat box and I'll give you voice. Do we have anybody? While we're waiting for those who would like to share, I will share. Okay, yeah, Joshua Adeleke. Okay, please unmute. Yeah, you can unmute. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Dr. Aino.
Thank you.
Glad to see you again.
Thank you.
I may not be able to show my face because where I am currently is a little bit not well detailed, but I hope my voice can be well heard. Okay, good. So about 2 days ago, I was driving on the road. Then I found out that one of my tires had gone deflated. And I don't know whether anybody has experienced. The nuts are extremely tightened. There are some super star vulcanizer that when they tighten your nuts, it will take you extra.
Have we lost you? We can't hear you.
Energy to losing those nuts, to losing one of the nuts, and was not a very safe. I still had to go, and change the tire, and I moved on. So I didn't know that pain that was going to be very painful until when I got home. In the night, and I started feeling this hold anything with that hand. Then I just remember the balm, the Akere Koro balm. I just remember the balm. My hand, I just massaged it, and before I knew it, what I remember was that I woke up in the morning, and I was looking for the pain on my hand all over again. How come? I could barely hold anything with this hand about 12 hours ago. I just want to share that testimony that the balm, the Akere Koro balm, is an amazing phenomenon.
Thank you so much, Joshua Adeleke. Yeah, it's so true. That balm, it's amazing. I know that even me this afternoon, I wouldn't say it was a headache, but I was just feeling, I don't even know what. And my first port of call was the balm. I rubbed the balm on my forehead, and here I am right now. I'm as right as rain. Thank you very much again, Joshua. We have amazing products. Oh, so someone else putting up their hand. Is it Morenike? Is she still there? Okay, I thought I saw another hand up. Is there anybody else who would like to share? Okay, while we're waiting for other people to share, I want to share a personal testimony. The first time I took Reader was, it's getting to 2 years, April 2019. And that was when Reader was first launched. And I've been taking it off and on, but generally I've been taking it. And I looked back and I can tell you that in those 2 years, I can count the number of times I have had to take analgesics. I'm somebody who's maybe had back pains. Occasionally I have headaches, and normally, you have your pain relievers and take them. But as somebody who takes Reader range on, especially the bitters, on a regular basis, I have the need for painkillers has gone almost to zero. I will not say zero, but totally gone down. And this is because of Reader. We have an amazing, amazing range. Do we have anybody else who would like to share? Okay, I will share something else. And I know that probably some of us have heard this. I have a relative who lives in a European country, and she's also been using Reader herbal bitters, and the family. She has many feedbacks, many testimonies on it. But of late, she called me and asked me whether I could talk. And I said yes. And she shared with me her husband is a white man who's 72 years and was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and early Alzheimer's. And several months ago, she had shared that this was what the condition was. And they were told, of course, that it was going to be progressive. But she decided to try Reader. And by the time they went back to the hospital, the doctors were surprised that not only was the condition not progressing, but the condition was even getting better. So, but that's not even the main crux of this particular story. We shared that then and everybody was excited. But what happened was that a couple of months ago, this lady thought, am I sure it's really this reader that is doing this? Maybe it's the medications, because he continued on his medications. So she's like, so they stopped using, he stopped using reader. And 2 weeks after stopping the use of reader, she noticed that his speech started getting slurred, slow. He was now losing his memory. He was unable to come down the stairs because he forgot the code to the alarm that he set. And things were just generally deteriorating. And even family members and friends were like, maybe he'd better go back to the hospital. And she remembered, she thought, we stopped using reader. Let her try it again. And she started him on reader again. And after 4 days, she noticed the difference, but she didn't say anything. But her husband himself called her and said, look, it looks as though since I resumed taking reader, I'm improved. I'm getting much better. I can, And she now said, yes, I noticed. But because I'm the one that introduced the reader to you, I'm the one that's doing the experiment, I didn't want to say. And lo and behold, her husband has improved greatly to the point that a few days ago, I think a week or so ago, she said that he's even started driving. And this is amazing. A white man, a Caucasian man. And the interesting thing was that the reader had actually done stuff in his life, but his wife was like, maybe it's not reader. So honestly, we have an amazing range of products that, I think I would say it will almost be wicked if anybody knows about this, understands it, and has people who may benefit from it and not tell them. Do we have any more people? Yes, wow, I felt so too, and every day I feel that way. Okay, CM, you'd like to share?
I'm wondering why distributors who are enjoying the products are not talking and sharing their testimonies, and we are fighting ourselves to share testimonies. I have a testimony to share.
Thank you, CM.
Yeah, so I have been very, I think I have good immunity. So I've not had many ailments. I've not had serious ailments in the last 35 years. But something happened this year. This year, for the first time in about 30 years, I was down and I was persuaded that it's likely to be COVID. In fact, I was so persuaded, I did 2 tests. The first test I did was negative. The second test I did was negative. But when I shared with Dr. Jerome what was going on, he said, treat COVID. This is COVID. This is I have a medicine inside, prescribing all sorts of things to me. I took reader, took cleanser. I took it more religiously than I've ever taken it, because now I was feeling really weak. I wasn't operating with full strength. And I told them, I said, I've not taken anti-malarials in 30 years. I'm not interested. I said, look, it's your life I'm talking about. I said, no, let me go and do this. So I did that. After a while, I added some anti-malaria to it because there were some malaria symptoms as well. And I want to thank God that, it took about 2 weeks. And of course, the real difference was, anybody that saw me may not know what was happening, but I realized, my normal strength wasn't there. My normal ginger, was missing. But I kept on with the reader. I kept on with the cleanser. I kept on taking the supplements. And 2 weeks, by God's grace, I'm here. I'm back. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling stronger. Anybody that sees me knows that the ginger is back. Reader rocks. And that's my own personal use testimony. Normally, I use it from time to time, but at this particular time, I had to use it concertedly. I did test came out as negative. So I believe that anybody that has had malaria in the last 3 months probably has something more than malaria that they don't know about. But thank God for it, and thank God for the opportunities that we all have.
Thank God. Thank you, CM, for sharing that. Did I see Cordelia's hand up? Cordelia.
Her hand was up. She flashed her hand.
Yeah. Cordelia, are you there? Okay, please unmute. Cordelia, yeah.
Yes. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, CM and everyone that is in the house. I'm sorry, I won't show my video because this place is dark. So I want to share a personal testimony that happened, I think in the month of February. I saw what MI wrote, that a lot of people that are enjoying read that testimony and are keeping quiet. So I felt guilty. So I want to share.
Confess
because because sometimes you do these things and you just take it for granted because you know that reader rocks, but it's good to share testimonies. So on that note, it's I started using reader as in effectively in the month of February. And I now noticed that my period usually, when I was a teenager before I got married, my period lasts 3 days. Then maybe sometime when you want to extend, maybe 5 days. No, but after having 3 children and all of that, I noticed that the thing is now doing what Yoruba people will call sege sege. It will come and it will be dots lasting like 10 days or more. I was like, what was happening? At a point, I even thought I'd be me, So in the month of February, I said, okay, let me see what's going to happen. Let me start taking reader and restore, which I started, and I was taking it, religiously. By the time my period came, it lasted just that 3 days that it used to be before. So it has regularized it. And then I'm seeing a lot of difference in my body, which I don't want to shout about now. I want to be sure, when I use it for that 3 months, so that I'll be able to say, yes, this is what reader is doing. I'm seeing that I'm losing weight, even as I'm using the reader, and I'm using capsule, with the restore. It's true, reader rocks. And then I also want to share too that recently my baby, took ill. I think I wasn't sure what it was, but my own is any show of illness or anything, I give reader first before I start asking questions. So I gave him a shot of reader, and although the temperature was high, but it was okay. So I reached out to my senior brother, who's also a medical doctor, and I told him he's registered though as a distributor, but he's not really taking it as seriously. I'm hoping he would soon. So I told him what I did and all of that. After telling me what to buy for the treatment and all, he mentioned, don't stop that reader. That reader that you're giving him, don't stop it. So even as he is trying to, put one leg in, one leg out, he has seen that reader really rocks. So that's my testimony. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cordelia. Yes, reader really rocks. MI, please.
Yes, ma'am. Always a pleasure. Good evening, ma. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah. I mean, when I said I have a testimony, I don't even know where to start from, but let me just do like one or two, right? I think I'll start from a gift of reader body wash that I gave to a lady. She was my junior in school. I used to call her my school daughter. So it was her birthday, when we say we have nature's gift of health, is every inch so true, right? And I knew that, if this is someone that just maybe clocked 40, I didn't want to give her reader bitters. I needed to give her something that she would use immediately. So in giving her a gift, I gave her the body wash. I added a balm, and I came out the third thing I added to it. Actually, it was the Spirit of God that was leading me straight away, right? It was later I discovered that her mom lives with her, Okay, so I mean, so after I gave her the gift, of course, she was excited. Thank you, blah, blah. She, of course, she went to work to begin to use it. And then someone I logged like she asked me if her son could use it. Her son is 4 years old. I said, my 1-year-old baby uses it. Carry go, just use it. You know. And then she said, that my mom is using the balm. It's really amazing. You know, and you know, she had bought body wash like 2 or 3 times from me. After then, and then she sent me a message late last week, I think on Friday. You know, she said this body wash is just simply amazing.
Wow.
Okay, that my son, of course, has scars from bites and different scars, and that his skin is so flawless now, right?
Wow.
And that his color, his color is popping. That was what she did, what she used. That he's fair colored. Because I'm more fair now. You know, this was just spoil my students' but you know, his color is popping, is coming out and all of that.
Wow.
You know, so
Wow.
I mean, it's not only the ones we take in as per the reader products, even the ones
Yes.
we use externally. The products
Yes.
are just simply amazing. And of course, and for her mom as well. Apart from using the balm, she just told me that her mom, you know, had diabetes, was diabetic, and you know, I just recommended the capsule for her, and you know, she sent me a message, I think sometime last month, you know, telling me the difference in her blood sugar. Very remarkable difference. As in, she's
Wow.
like, and these products are just really back to back, simply amazing. That's just a small family, you know, having different experiences in all of the products. So that's one. Number 2, I'd just like to stop you there. Number 2 was about my daughter. Last week, she's in the university now, so she's on campus, she's on her own, all of that, you know. And then she buzzes me one morning and says she's having difficulty breathing. I'm like, you know, and she was trying to get ready for school, ready for lectures and all of that. I said, really? How bad is it? He said, well, when she tries to breathe deep and blah, blah. And I remember in secondary school, when she was in secondary school, one of her closest friends is asthmatic. I know sometimes you want to just do bad gang and be say, oh, we're all asthmatic. So she said she's asthmatic. I said, from where? Where do you want to see asthma? It's something like that too, you know. So I just told her immediately before you go for class, use bitters and cleanser. Of course, I always load them. So, I mean, this is something, I mean, imagine if she didn't have anything she could use immediately, you know, and the clinic was far from where she was. She wasn't going to be able to get to the clinic until maybe after lectures. So I told her, use the bitters, use the cleanser, then get to the clinic as soon as you can, you know. So she went to class, because I was checking on her. By the time she was done with lectures, oh my God, by the time she was done with lectures, she told me, oh, I feel better. And then she gets to the clinic. The clinic is closed. The clinic is closed. So she couldn't go that day. So I told her, use the bitters again. The next morning, so by the time she used it 3-4 days, she was completely fine. I said, just go to the clinic and check. She said, is it on my body, mommy? I'm doing great. I mean, so
Wow.
That's just simply, you know, simply amazing. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Emma. Honestly, I mean, even as Emma was talking, I'm remembering what cleanser is doing for me, but I think I have some testimonies in the chat box, which I will read. Felicia says, I shared Reader with a teacher, and I specifically asked him to buy for his mom because I saw the mom once that she has a leg injury, which he did. Last week, after the mama said, I'll start calling you Angel, referring to me, that I am the angel, that she's a lot better, and now she can walk properly and the wound is drying up. Wow, amazing. I mean, the number of prayers we get from either gifting or selling Reader to people is amazing. It's very interesting. I have a housekeeper who was with me during the lockdown while I was in Lagos, and she had some complaints. She said she had a fever. At that point, I wasn't even ready to leave the house. And I just said, look, take. She had some rashes and fever. So I just gave her a bottle of Reader and just said, take it. And then I promptly forgot all about it. About 2 weeks later, I just remembered, maybe I need to take this woman to the hospital. How is what? I asked her, what you said, how is it? She just started smiling at me. She said, everything has gone. The interesting thing was that while I'm here, in the UK, I got a call from somebody who wanted to buy Reader Restore, who had referred them. Is this lady, even though she had left my employment in my house, she was referring people to Reader. So we have an amazing range of products. And for the guests who are here, maybe this is your first time, this is the first time you're hearing, all these are true. They are unsolicited feedbacks we're getting from people. And why does Reader range do that? The range has an amazing blend of herbs which have one main function, and that is antioxidant. And so I'm not going to go into the details of that, but basically the antioxidant goes and mops up the oxidative stress. We have free radicals, which get worse and which are more because of different conditions we're all exposed to. And so what Reader does is that it clears the mess of oxidative stress, it mops up the free radicals, and it also even repairs earlier damage done. You know, and the company, we've done preclinical trials and clinical trials, and even if when you get access to the individual ingredients of Reader, if you do a Google search, you will be amazed. For me as a doctor, that was what I did even before I started taking the product. And I was amazed that this actually makes scientific sense. So it's not magic, it's not myth, it's not gbogbo nse. It does make sense because of the constituent ingredients. Now, the company has decided to, give us a valuable, value-added set of solution packs. And these are how you can come on board. If you're a guest and you're wondering, okay, I have this person, I have that person, even me, myself, I have these issues. We have solution packs that address the combinations of our products that address different lifestyle challenges, different health conditions that support the management of conditions like diabetes, hypertension, pain, and even we have a general wellness pack. And these packs are value added. They have products that will last you for 3 months. And when you buy those packs actually make the company recognize you such that when you want to buy more, you buy them as a company member. And so these packs, and now, the wealth is created when we provide value. And this value we're creating through our products is apart from taking it from yourself, that value is there, but it can also give you wealth. And how does that happen? When you buy a solution pack, you buy it for your use and you get the full value of what you paid for. But then this also plugs you into a system whereby you're able to collaborate with other people to create even more value. I know CM talked about the fact that we cannot create value on our own. It's best for us. We create the more value when we collaborate with others. And I'll give you a scenario whereby you buy a solution pack and you come on board and you use the product and you share. Like I said, I think it's unnatural if you have something that I know some people say I can't talk to people, but you have something that is giving you benefit and you have somebody beside you or that needs that product, that needs that value. You share with them and they also buy solution packs. And a scenario whereby you introduce the solution pack to 4 friends, 4 family members. They don't need to do anything special more than buying the solution pack. And then they also, in turn, do the same thing with their own family and friends. And it gets to a point where you build to a point where for each person you give that value to, the company rewards you. The company rewards you, and these rewards continue to grow as you help other people to get value, to get their challenges solved. These rewards grow to the point that you can, in a few years' time, in 3, 4, 5 years' time and more, you can be earning over 20 million naira a month. Now, in this meeting, we may not be able to help you to understand everything, but please get back to the person who invited you, who will explain, who will share the details with you. Honestly, these solution packs, and apart from the normal solution pack, there's a wellness pack. CM had mentioned it earlier, a general wellness pack, whereby you come on board with that and you get access to an app called Dr. Connect. And through that app, you are able to book a health check. We're talking about health checks. How many of us have done health checks? Health checks are very, very expensive, But when you come on board with this general wellness pack, not only do you have access to the sorry, excuse me, somebody was trying to call me. Yeah, you have access to have a full health check, where you also have a health report, which is several pages long, but you also have access to telemedicine, whereby you're able to call a doctor and get advice, health advice, for anything that's going on with you. And this lasts for 1 year. And so there's so much value in being part of this, in buying a solution pack, in collaborating with others, in sharing it with other people. And so I want, if you're a guest here, the person who invited you here has a reason for inviting you. The person does not, wants you to share in this. It's an amazing thing, beyond the money, beyond the material rewards. It's just that joy of being able to bless lives. There's so many people that call me and thank me for introducing them to Reader. And even, not only in Nigeria, in so many countries, here in the UK, in other countries of the world, in African countries, this is going around the world. And the question is, are you going to be part of it? So I thank you all, for being here. If you're a guest, please reach out to the person who invited you and ask them how you can get one of the solution packs. Now, apart from the solution packs, the solution packs are different levels. We have the bronze, the silver, the gold, the VIP, the platinum and the VIP. And apart from the fact that you earn rewards, you get the products, you have access to so many other opportunities. We have like the vent to earn, for instance, you have that opportunity, but there's so many other opportunities. In this room, there are people who have benefited from other opportunities. There's an opportunity whereby a large number of our members are going to be opening NIN registration centers. And, the government has given loans that, that's helping them to start off. This is so much value just because they bought a pack and they collaborated with a value-added company and conglomerate. So I want to thank you all very much for being here. I thank you for listening. Now, before we close out, I will take a couple of questions. Maybe if any of our guests would like to have any questions you'd like to ask. Okay, I need a contact to follow up for more details. Yeah, please, who invited you? The person, please get back to the person who invited you. The person who invited you will give you that contact. Yeah. Okay, somebody says, how long is the company? Do you mean how long has the company been? Well, the parent company is over 12 years. And so from that parent company, all the other, the company has 12 years experience in network marketing, development, and network marketing. Yeah, so, but the Green Mondays, the reader range was launched about 2 years ago. The reader range was launched about 2 years ago. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, does anybody else have a question? Do we have any more questions? Well,